Imagine portals that travel through time and space, shortcuts that can connect the most remote corners of the universe or even different epochs. For decades, these concepts have been relegated to the realm of science fiction. But what if I told you that governments, just when we considered them impossible, were already investing huge sums to explore these possibilities? Get ready, because starting today, we are launching a new section dedicated to the in-depth analysis of official declassified government documents. Our goal is to explore the frontiers of knowledge with the utmost scientific rigor, avoiding speculation or alarmism. And to begin, we offer you an analysis of highly relevant content. Today, we will take you to the heart of an official document from the United States government, a text declassified under the Freedom of Information Act, which reveals serious studies and investment in technologies that could redefine our understanding of the cosmos. What you are about to hear does not come from a conspiracy blog or an isolated academic speculation. It comes directly from the Defense Intelligence Agency, the intelligence agency of the United States Department of Defense. The document in question is titled Traversable Wormholes, Stargates, and Negative Energy, and dates back to April 6, 2010. This study was prepared by the Acquisition Support Division of the Defense Warning Office of the DIA, and its author is a prominent name in the field, Eric W. Davis, from EarthTech International. It is essential to understand that this report is part of a series of studies on advanced technologies produced under the DIA's Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program. This is an official project, financed with huge government funds, which demonstrates a concrete and strategic interest in concepts that for many remain pure utopia. The core of this document explores traversable wormholes and stargates. Before diving into this journey, I ask you a small gesture that makes a huge difference for me: subscribing to the channel. Every video you see is the result of hours of research and dedication to offer you in-depth and quality content. Your support is fundamental and allows me to continue supporting this project. Thank you. The basic concept is fascinating. Wormholes are, in theory, shortcuts through space-time, almost like cosmic tunnels that could connect two extremely distant points in the universe, or even different epochs. Recent scientific theories say that Einstein-Rosen bridges could exist, solutions to Einstein's general relativity equations. The DIA document does not just speculate, but goes into the detail of the physical requirements for the existence of these wormholes. It focuses on Morris-Thorne wormholes, a specific type of Lorentzian wormhole. These are thought to be spherically symmetric and static, and their crucial characteristic is that they must have a throat that opens without immediately closing. This design, which minimizes destructive forces and would allow a gentle passage, is what makes them potentially traversable. However, one reads in the document, this property requires something extraordinary: the presence of negative energy or exotic matter to keep the throat open. This exotic matter is not a trivial concept and should not be confused with antimatter. The document defines it as a form of energy that violates the weak energy condition and the null energy condition, principles that govern the behavior of energy in general relativity. In simple terms, this means that this exotic matter should have a negative pressure, acting like a tension that pushes space-time instead of pulling it. Imagine a compressed spring that tends to expand. Negative energy would act similarly, generating a repulsive gravitational field that prevents the wormhole from collapsing. But the DIA document delves even deeper, describing the physics that could make this energy possible. It cites quantum physical phenomena such as the Casimir effect, where two uncharged and parallel metallic plates, placed very close in a vacuum, attract each other due to the quantum fluctuations of the vacuum itself. Even more relevant for the generation of negative energy, the document discusses the dynamic Casimir effect, This theory states that mirrors moving at extreme velocities or undergoing rapid accelerations in a vacuum can create real particles from nothing and flows of negative energy. The possibility of generating squeezed states is also mentioned, which, although unstable or transient, could potentially produce negative energy density. It even goes into detail on the operating principle of a first prototype of a negative energy generator from squeezed light. Despite the incredible nature of the topics covered, I want to clarify that this document does not attest to the creation of wormholes in the lab, nor the actual experimentation or validation of these technologies. Rather, it explores the theoretical foundations for their operation, a fact that is in itself exceptional, also considering that it comes from a government project. And it doesn't end there. It specifies that the implications of traversable wormholes are not limited to just space travel. The document explains that if one end of a wormhole were to travel at relativistic velocities, close to the speed of light, time dilation would create an age difference between the two mouths. By entering one mouth and exiting the other, one could potentially travel to the past or future, literally opening the way to time travel. I must reiterate that all these considerations about wormholes and temporal jumps are not conjecture from science fiction films, but real scientific evaluations brought forth by the American government. The analysis of Stargates as a subcategory of traversable wormholes capable of facilitating not only interstellar travel at apparently superluminal velocities but also navigation through extra dimensions further amplifies the imagination. This is just a summary of the topics covered. The complete document contains even more details. If you are interested in reading it, write to me in the comments and I will send it to you privately. The seriousness with which an intelligence agency analyzes these scenarios is in itself a shocking fact. The existence and scientific detail of this official U.S. government document, publicly funded through programs like ATIP, represent unequivocal testimony. The concepts of wormholes, stargates, negative energy, and even implications for time travel are becoming real topics of frontier science that major government agencies could be actively studying and investing in. What was once considered pure theoretical speculation is now the subject of funded research and analyzed behind closed doors by intelligence and defense entities. Governments, with their vast resources, are probably already exploring these technologies at a level that we, the public, can only imagine. Science is pushing boundaries in ways that we can barely comprehend, and declassified documents show us that we are closer to an extraordinary future than most people can believe. The veil between science fiction and reality is getting thinner and thinner. Our adventure in the world of futuristic projects and incredible technologies ends for today, but the debate has just begun. What do you think of these revelations? Do you think the government is already working on something concrete in this field? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the video and want to explore other mysteries at the frontiers of science, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. It's very important to me. See you next time.